What's up? It's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and today I'm going to show you my method for cold smoking salmon. If you are the type that loves bagels with lox or cold smoked salmon on top of cream cheese and a cracker, I've got a really simple method. It takes a little bit of time, but it's not super difficult, and the results are absolutely worth trying it out in your own backyard. Let's do it.
We're going to kick things off by making our salmon cure. Now this is salt, brown sugar, dill. You can use fresh or dried hair depending on what you have on hand, and coriander seeds. I like to toast these and then lightly crush them to release the oils. You can do this with your hands or in a mortar and pestle. And then we just want to whisk that until it's nice and combined and all of the salt and the seasonings are evenly distributed throughout this mixture. This is going to go directly onto a really long sheet of plastic wrap on a rimmed baking sheet. It's important that it's rimmed so that any moisture that comes out of the salmon is well contained. Sprinkle about half the mixture on the bottom of that baking sheet, lay out your salmon, skin side down, and then top the salmon with the rest of that dry brine. It will be a little thick. That's totally fine. We're going to fold up the edges of our plastic wrap until it's a nice little package, and then it goes into the refrigerator. We want to leave this in the fridge for 24 hours. We're going to flip it after the first 12 so that it's now skin side up. We're going to pop this beautiful piece of cured salmon onto another rimmed baking sheet or in a 9x13 if it'll fit. Mine's too big for the 9x13. So it's going on another baking sheet and it's getting cleaned off with some cool water. We're actually going to fully submerge this piece of salmon in that cool water. This is going to help pull some of the excess saltiness out of the salmon itself. Put this back into the refrigerator for only about 15 to 20 minutes. It'll also help rinse off any remaining particles from the cure. Now we have to develop the pellicle. Look how beautiful the color is on that piece of salmon. It's going onto a flat cooling rack on another rimmed baking sheet into the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or up to 8 hours. The pellicle is a really important step. You can see it really changes the structure of the salmon. It becomes firm, not really, super soft, but a little bit tacky. Now it's time to cold smoke. Same rack that it's on goes directly onto the grates of your smoker. You want to be doing this at under 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So check your external temperature. This is a great cool weather activity. If it's too warm, you can pop some ice on your smoker in a baking sheet underneath that salmon, and it'll keep the salmon cool enough, like I said, under 80 degrees. We're going to prep the cold smoker. I'm using a smoke tube. There are other cold smoke generators on the market. I think this is a really easy way to generate nice smoke for a long time. Fill the tube, ignite the ends, let it burn for a couple of minutes, and then blow out the flame. It'll give you a really beautiful smoke. It's a heavier smoke than you would get from a traditional pellet grill, but I think it's just the right touch for this salmon. Now this has to smoke for 18 to 24 hours. Yes, that long. You will probably need to refill your cold smoking tube 3 or 4 times throughout the cooking process.
All right, look at this beautiful side of smoky salmon. The color that it took on from that long extended smoke period is phenomenal. And the texture of it, it's really firm. It's not soft and giving. I mean, that's a really beautiful thing. Okay, I'm gonna move this guy and then we're gonna slice off some beautiful pieces of this smoked salmon. I actually can't wait for you to see the inside of this because every time we've done this, you get this dark kind of burnished exterior, and then the inside is just so beautiful and orange. I'm just gonna use a sharp knife. You can cut this as thin as you like. These nice thin slices are beautiful for layering on top of bagels. We've got ours with some crackers and cream cheese and fresh dill. I'm gonna make myself a little cracker. Some cream cheese, a little piece of this smoked salmon, red onion, a couple of capers. Now this is a lot of smoked salmon, but it's easy to save. So slice off what you want wrap it up. You can pop it in the freezer, pull it out and defrost it the next time you want smoked salmon, but it makes a beautiful board for a party or if you're having a holiday meal. It's a little bit labor intensive, but this is one of those things that when you're cooking this kind of low and slow style of smoking, you just get to relax and enjoy the process. And then when you're done, you get beautiful, delicious food like this. It tastes smoky and salty, but the texture is the best thing about it. It's like velvet, it just melts in your mouth. You can find my version of this recipe on heygirlhey.com or on the Hey Girl Hey app. I can't wait to hear if this is a type of backyard smoke you'd be willing to tackle. See you next time.